I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, and I feel like it's the right time right now. It's Tuesday. Yesterday we played West Ham, and if you watched the game, if you didn't, we lost 3-2. It's been going horribly wrong recently. It's been going horribly wrong. Also, for a disclaimer, I don't think Wolves will get relegated. I just done it, just, you know, get a bit more views in here. Pretty certain we won't, but if we do, then please clip this up and show me at the end of the season. It's been awful. It's been like really bad. And again, yesterday just showed. Yeah, I've said West Ham are probably one of my favourite teams to watch this season because they just look so good and so exciting to watch. But like every single goal was like so avoidable. The Lingard goal, yeah, it was a good goal and it was a good finish at the end, but he didn't have to do much really. He just ran in a straight line pretty much and like chipped it over the keeper a little bit as he was diving down and puts it in. Yes, it's a good goal, it's a good finish, but it's not outstanding. It's not like Son's goal against Burnley when he ran from literally his own box. Like, our players just don't put a tackle in. They just don't put a tackle in. Can't play a front at the back with Cody and Sace. You just can't. Like, the only time I would ever play a front at the back this season especially is if Kilman was playing and if Bolly was playing, because they're our two genuine best centre-backs. Both left-footed and right-footed, which is perfect. They're our best out-and-out centre-backs right now, without a doubt. I don't care what anyone says. Sace, yeah, he's good, but as a defender, he's not good at all. I'm sorry, he's just not good. Don't know what to say about Cody. Yeah, we all love him, and you know he's so infectious and all that good stuff. But as an out-and-out defender, he can't do it. He's a defensive midfielder. That's the deepest he can go. As a centre-back on his own, with just two, he can get exposed, and that he's done. He's done. He can't handle it. Yeah, we look better going attacking, but defensively we just don't have the players for it. Yeah, it's annoying that we don't have Bolly, but I think if Bolly is back for the next game, which is Friday, I'd want to see Kilman and Bolly as them two. If we are going to play forward at the back, if we're not forward at the back, then play Cody in the middle of them. But Kilman on one side, Bolly on the other. Yeah, this season it's just been shit from the very start. I saw on tweet as well. I think I saw it this morning. I think it might be like an Arsenal fan. It's like, how are Wolves 13th when it seems like they've lost every single game? And that's pretty much how you sum it up. It's basically down to how poor. Like, we've had a terrible season. We've been so bad. So, like, I'm not sticking up for anything we've done, but it just shows how poor this season has been. It shows how poor all of the other 6 teams that blow us have been. Like, it just shows how bad every single team has been, really. Like, what are we on now? 30, 35, 36 points, I think. Like, I'm pretty certain. I know there's 8 games left or whatever, so it's hard to judge. But I'm pretty sure. I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty sure one of the seasons we got relegated from the Premier League, I'm sure we had like around this amount of points. I could be completely wrong, but again, it just shows how shit, like how poor every single team is, and we're still only 14th, and I think we're 9 points off Newcastle or something, or Fulham with 9 points off. One of the two with 9 points off them. So yeah, it just shows how shit we've been. And yeah, like we had the season over a year last season. Like, played so much football, so many games, and the recruitment was pretty poor. On paper, it looks like an improvement, but yeah. And also just Nuno just trying to play 4 at the back halfway through a season, when we've played literally 5 at the back for 4 years, and then all of a sudden halfway through a season we decide to go to 4 at the back with no training at all. These players have pretty much never trained a 4 at the back at Wolves, so it was just a disaster all over it. The game against West Ham, it was just so frustrating to watch. And that's just our season. Shit in the first half. Second half is better, but still not like outstanding. It's good. But yeah, our next 5 games, if we don't get at least 6 to 9 points in our next 5 games, then we deserve to go down, to be honest. Friday we got Fulham. Then after that we got Sheffield United, Burnley, West Brom and Brighton. And then our last 3 games are quite difficult with Tottenham, Everton, and Man United. But then 5 games, the next 5 games are so important. I think if we win, I think Fulham, Sheffield United are must wins. 100%. Burnley's more of a difficult one. I just hate playing Burnley and Brighton as well. And the Albion game, we just have to win that. For the fans' sake, we have to win that one. So I think at least 9 points, 10 points from them 5 games. I think at least. And if we get maybe 3-4 points, we deserve to go down after that. We have such a favourable run in, and it just takes a lot of pressure off them last 3 games, because they're tough 3 games. All 3 of them teams will be pushing for something. I think 1 or 2 more wins, as I said, will pretty much confirm us mid-table. But this season's just been a complete write-off, to be fair. And also with just the amount of injuries, I know it's not really an excuse, but like we've had Raul with a career-ending injury, coming back really well, and then Johnny having a second ACL injury. We've had Bolly now got COVID. It's typical in it. Like there's however many thousands and thousands of Premier League tests are done. One of them come back positive, and of course it's Bolly, one of our players. So Bolly's out. Marcel, every time I've seen him play, looks good, but his knees are made of glass, so you can't rely on him. I just want it to end. Just please end. Just put us out of our misery, I swear to God. Also, I wanted to talk about Fabio Silva a bit, because in a big discussion recently. To be fair, I think a lot of Wolves fans are behind Fabio Silva now, but it's more the outside footballing world talking about Fabio Silva. It started off as a heated debate, and then it just turned into a normal conversation with, is it Garrett? Tom Garrett, I think. I think you might have seen. He's like flying on TikTok at the moment. He's a West Brom fan, and he was posting stuff about Fabio Silva, how he didn't rate him, about how I think he called him a pony or something, and again, I think after that game yesterday against West Ham, I'm fully behind Fabio Silva now. Of course, I think all Wolves fans had a bit of criticism bringing in an 18-year-old who I think maybe made 200 appearances in his senior career before he moved to Wolves for 35 million, which it's going to put the pressure on him a lot. He wasn't meant to play this many games. The only reason he's played this many games is because of Raul's injury. If Raul was still playing, Raul would be first choice on the team sheet, and then Fabio would be coming on for 10-15 minutes in games to put some energy into the game. But with Raul's injury, pretty much up until January, we had one striker, and that was Fabio, and he had to play all the games, and it's a struggle coming from the youth academy for Porto and making a couple of substitute appearances in Liga NOS, coming all the way to become first choice in a Premier League team. That's a tough ask for someone at 18 as well. Like, for example, if we paid 35 million for William Jose and he scored 3 goals throughout the whole season, and he's 29 I think now, of course I would criticise him massively because he's an experienced player. Of course I'd criticise him, but the guy Fabio Silva's 18 years of age, so to adjust so much, and yeah, there's been big chances that he's missed and stuff like that, but he's 18. He's not in the prime of his career, and I know that the 35 million is always a talking point coming back, but it's a future. Like, it's an investment at the end of the day. Like, they bought it to invest in him, and they believe, and I believe, that he's going to be worth 35 million in the next 2-3 years, and I believe that. And hopefully he can stick out his whole career at Wolves, and hopefully at the end of it you'll be like, you know what, that was actually a pretty good bargain for someone like Fabio Silva, because he's so highly rated, and we need to, I think Wolves fans need to make sure as well that we don't overhype him too much, because again, it could end up going really badly, and he could just end up falling off, and it could be a waste of money. But I believe what he showed this season, playing a lot more football than he should have been. I believe that he's done well. He's been improving game by game, and the 3 goals he scored, one was a penalty, but it's not like he's scoring tap-ins. Like, the one against yesterday and the one against the Albion were genuine good goals. Like, if Harry Kane or if Aguero or Vardy or any of these players were scoring goals like that, you'd be like, you know what, that's a very good goal. And they are very decent goals. The one yesterday was probably the best one. but then the one against the Albion, I can't remember. I think he rolled on the players and just passed it into the corner, and it was a really, like, for someone at 18, it was a really composed finish. Like, you see players young who rush chances and are really rash with them, stuff like that, but he's really composed. His composure, his movement for someone at 18 is really good. Like, compared to Willian Jose, who I've completely given up on, by the way. We shouldn't sign him. Completely given up on Willian Jose. For someone who's, 11 years older than Fabio Silva, like, the comparison of, like, movement and, like, footballing brain in the box is, like, it's unreal. Like, it's unbelievable, like, the difference between them two, with, like, 11 years difference between them. It's unbelievable. But yeah, anyway, the rant is over. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below as always, and like and subscribe if you're new. There'll be more football, Premier League related content coming soon. And if you want to watch my Wolves career modes on FIFA 21, then make sure you do that. There's a playlist on the channel as always. And yeah, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one.